to take a look at a few other things that have been happening with Uganda, because while the Cubs were playing in Qatar, and while another version of the Cubs were playing in Ethiopia, and while the Cranes were having those friendlies in Morocco, and while everything else was happening in the world of football, there's a few other people who are representing Uganda on the international scene away from our country. I'll start right next door. Nam Blazers, winners, so historic winners of the 2025 NBL, that is the basketball league in Uganda. For the first time in 11 years, we've got a new champion, the Nam Blazers, and so they started representing Uganda on the continent even before they sealed the series in 6 that got them toppling the City Oilers. But they're now, they qualified through the road to BAL when they first played in Dar es Salaam. But now they're fighting for their lives because they've lost their first game in Dar es Salaam to the MBB Stars. And they've fallen prey to the same problem that the City Oilers have faced playing at this level, as well as even in the playoffs in Uganda. And which one is that? For the superstars that they add onto the roster, coming in there and not quite gelling with the team and ending up playing ball on their own. Jovan Mooring is the guilty man this time against the Nairobi City Stars. Playing a lot of iso ball, going it alone, getting turnover after turnover because he wasn't quite in sync with the guys who have just shown us a lot of chemistry in beating the City Oilers here at Lugogo. So, I mean, Jovan Mooring joining that team and knocking a few minutes off other players like Jimmy Enabu and Fayed Bale and Joel Okoji, but not actually quite delivering the way you'd like, because they need that chemistry if they're going to make it to the proper BAL itself by coming out of this Elite 16, the Nam Blazers. The second game, as I speak, is only tonight, so I don't know. Hopefully they can recover from that, and then the rest can step in and do their work. The Arthur Wanyotos and Peter Oblengs and Anthony Chukruas of this world, the guys who actually won them, and the James Okellos, the guys who actually won them the gong here on the domestic scene. Away from that was close to home in Nairobi. Away from that, I'll go all the way up to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, because what's happening is that this World Islamic Solidarity Games are taking place in Saudi Arabia. They are big now. As you know, in Uganda, we consider the Olympics first, and then the Commonwealth Games, and then the All Africa Games as the major games. But you've got different sporting disciplines. I've got some major ones themselves. I mean, athletics itself has the World Athletics Championships, which are actually bigger than the Commonwealth, if you like. But the Islamic Solidarity Games are actually joining at that level. They started as a small thing. Now they're growing bigger and bigger, and the entire world is actually in Saudi Arabia, like right now, if you like. Uganda is not doing too badly. We've got several medals on board, including 2 gold from Gloria Muzito, the swimmer. She's been amazing. The 50-meter freestyle and the 100-meter freestyle, she was quite the superstar, Gloria Muzito, getting us the medals there. And then we had Rebecca Chelangat winning the 3,000 meters women's final. So she also has done well on the track. As I say this, we have some action tonight. So those, I don't know the results from that. We might get a few more medals from there, perhaps some gold as well. The veteran Halima Nakai is running in the 800-meter final. You've got Shida Leni, the veteran lady as well, running in the 400-meter final for the women. You've got Tom Dradiga running in the 1,500 meters for the men in the final. And then and then you've got another man in the 400-meter finals as well. So that's the Islamic Games. Hopefully when I come back here, I'll tell you about a bigger medal collection.